Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm Steve the bartender and today I'm making the Flippin Bananas. I am very surprised that I haven't actually made this on the channel yet. It was the winner of the 2022 Coffee Cocktail Challenge by Mr. Black. So Flippin Bananas, clever play on words. It's a flip and it's got bananas in it. Well, not actual bananas, it's got banana syrup. This has a really, a good combination of flavors. It sounds a little bit sweet, but I'm sure the richness of the egg and the egg yolk will make it work, because a flip being spirit, sugar, sweetener, and egg, whole egg. This one here, combination of flavors being peanut butter. So I'm using a peanut butter whiskey, screwball whiskey in particular. Thank you, Peter Patrician, for sending me this. I'll also link to a video that I recently used this in, where I made Peter Patrician's original cocktail that won a competition, another competition. So combination of peanut butter whiskey, peanut coffee from Mr. Black, banana syrup. I'll leave the recipe to that in the description below, and then chocolate bitters. So chocolate, banana, coffee, peanut butter. Let's get on to shaking the drink. Probably should have double checked the recipe before I got started. Before I get started on today's cocktail, I'm taking a quick minute to talk about today's video sponsor, AG1. AG1 is a greens powder that supports health, energy, recovery, and focus. It's gluten-free, dairy-free, vegan, and has less than 1 gram of sugar. So the team sent me some samples, and I've included AG1 in my morning routine for the past few months. By including it in my routine, I feel like I'm starting my day on a positive note, keeps me focused on my well-being. And I feel pretty good. So now that I'm onto the tail end of my 30s, I realize that I'm definitely not getting any younger. I'm also known to indulge in the occasional cocktail or two. So I often reflect on my health and my diet. And over recent years, I've been striving to lead a more balanced lifestyle, especially now that I've started a family. I aim to go to the gym regularly. I try to get good sleep, and I eat far healthier than when I was in my 20s. At home, we don't eat a lot of red meat anymore, so I'm more conscious about the vitamins and minerals I get from my diet, which is where AG1 has helped me. If you are keen for more info, head to athleticgreens.com or follow the link in the description below. Now, let's get back to the cocktail. My memory is terrible these days, so I always have to triple check a recipe. This one here, 1.5 ounces of peanut butter whiskey. Now, if you don't have access to, if you're not in the States, you don't have access to peanut butter whiskey, you could make your own simply by fat washing. So adding peanut butter into a whiskey, you probably heat it up, melt it a little bit, and then the oiliness will spread throughout the whiskey. Leave it in an open top container. Sorry, leave it in a container that's not in the bottle, because it'll be really hard to separate later. Leave it for 4 to 8 hours to infuse that peanut butter flavor. And then when you put it in the fridge or the freezer, the oils will solidify on top. Scoop that off the top, run through a coffee filter, and then you have a peanut butter whiskey. And you want to add a little bit of sugar if you're trying to recreate this one, because this is quite sweet. So 45 ml, 1.5 ounces of peanut butter whiskey. Mr. Black cold brew coffee liqueur, 30 ml, 1 ounce. The recipe was listed as banana simple syrup, but it's actually more of a banana rich syrup. It's got a 2-to-1 ratio of sugar to water, with some ripe banana skins in it. But check the description for that, sorry. 15 ml, half an ounce. Yeah, so the Mr. Black is a less sweet coffee liqueur. So if you're using an alternate one, then you'll have to adjust your specs. This is really sweet. It's a syrup. It's a 2-to-1 syrup. So you got sugar, but egg yolk. You'll have that richness. And it calls for 5 dashes of chocolate bitters, specifically a Mexican, like a mole bitters, which is bitter. This is a little bit sweeter than a mole bitters, but couldn't find my mole bitters. Sorry, mole? Chocolate bitters, Mexican chocolate bitters. I'd count that as probably, they're pretty big dashes actually. So there you go. 5 dashes, give or take. Then we have whole egg added to your tin. Didn't even give credit to Michael Matthew, who's the creator of this cocktail. Sorry, mate. Now you don't have to, well, typically I don't usually dry shake a flip, but of course you can if you want to. That was really half-assed dry shake, but yeah. What are you gonna do? Lots of ice, shake hard. Now, I already kind of know that it's probably not going to fit in a Nick and Nora glass. Nick and Nora, coupe if you want. some sort of stemmed cocktail glass, whatever you've got around. And if you'd like to garnish with a banana chip or a piece of fresh banana, completely up to you. Yep. And there's still plenty left in the tin, as I suspected. I don't reckon I could get another mill in there. It's pretty full. There you have the Flippin Bananas by Michael Matthew. Cheers, mate. And congrats to your win on the challenge last year. Oh, that is rich and flavorful. As with all flips, it's nice and textural. It's got that creaminess without actually having cream in it. It's pretty intense. I say the peanut butter isn't overly prominent. I mean, and it's definitely there, but it's not overly prominent. Like, if you fat wash your own, you probably get more of a fatty peanut, more punchy flavor compared to when you drink this straight. It's just all peanut and sugar. And the coffee really stands up. Nice banana note to it. Chocolate is hidden, but adds a little bit of complexity to it. Still, for a flip, I really enjoy it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon for another cocktail video. Cheers.